Hey man, this is MGTOW Moses from MGTOW Mafia. If you already didn't subscribe, please do so now and smash that like button the same way you would love to just smash that girl who rejects you. Has anybody out here been rejected? If you'd like to talk to me about it, you can Facebook me, really, at MGTOW Moses. Okay, just add that name and I'll Facebook you. If I don't get back to you right away, don't get upset because Facebook bans me and blocks me all the time. So, have you ever had the fear of being rejected, or has anyone out there actually been rejected? It's not really such a bad thing because when you're rejected, it makes you better, it makes you stronger, and it just makes you unafraid of doing anything. You can go up to any girl after you get rejected a couple times and it really just won't bother you. You'll become numb to it. But for those of you who may have a fear of rejection or may have been rejected, I'm sure you will be able to relate to this poem I wrote. So I hope this relates to some of you out there, and I hope you enjoy it. And here's the poem. It's called The Rejected Man. He's the text you know will get answered, the one you know that will certainly would do anything for you. He's the plans you don't feel bad about canceling, the late night text when you didn't seal the deal with someone else, the one you like to play games with just because you can. You like seeing how he reacts to everything, how quickly he'll open a message you send and how he answers every time. The person who viewed your story first, even though the only reason you posted it was in hopes someone else would see it. He's your security blanket in a way, the one who has been there when things have gone wrong, comforting you and building you up even when he didn't ask the same. He's the one who rearranges his schedule and makes sacrifices in those moments you do not make the same to see him. You don't see that. He's the yes you know you'll get and the effort you don't reciprocate. The one who will never say something unkind, call you out on your bullshit, even though you know you deserve it. He's the one you've taken for granted. What you see is weak, for caring too much. His kindness you see as a weakness, and showing it someone else will see as a value. In return, they'll treat him the same as he treated you. What you see as easy to read and predictable, someone else is hoping they'll meet someone who is honest and real and straight up with the things they want and how they feel. What you see as some game is the respect he has for everyone, to not allow someone else's unkindness and negligence to impact him. Someone is going to come into his life and she's not going to play games or mess with how he feels because unlike you, she'll respect him. He will no longer respond to your late night text, and your text will be met with silence when he meets someone who will fall asleep next to him at a normal hour. What you see is someone who is always there, and it shows his loyalty and faith and his inability to give up on people he cares about. Someone is going to see that, and that's not to be taken for granted. That's not for you to see how far you can push him. What you see is weak because you can talk to him how you want, however you feel, like someone else will see as a strength because it takes a lot to control your emotions. One day, someone is going to take the chance he wanted you to. At first, it's going to be unfamiliar to him because he's used to you, not to someone who treats him the way he deserves. There might even be moments missing you. But once he walks away, he's never going to go back to what you might have had, what he tried so hard to have. Because when someone good comes into your life, you don't take them for granted. You value them and you appreciate them, and you do things to ensure you don't lose them. He didn't want to leave you. You didn't give him any reason to stay. So when someone else comes into the picture, he'll take a chance on her. The difference between you two, what it came down to, was you gave him one chance and he rose to the occasion. Meanwhile, he gave you so many more chances and all you did was disappoint him and you let him down. His absence won't hit you immediately. You might even think you're better off without him in your life. One day you're going to need him. You're going to miss him. You're going to want him. When you reach for your phone and you don't know how to say hello, that's what is going to break you. The man who didn't leave you with a goodbye because it hurt him just as much to walk away. So my friends, that's the end of my poem. And I'll just add that there are many fish in the sea. We couldn't possibly handle all of them. We may not even want to handle one or two of them. But if you do, have a good time, don't take it too seriously. And if you'd like to pump and dump, that's fine with me too. If you want to go monk, that's cool too. Hey, I hope you learned something from my poem. Thanks for listening, and your feedback's welcome. I'm going to say so long for now. This is MGTOW Moses from MGTOW Mafia. Bye-bye now.